It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. The name of the band is called Prowler, and that is the Motorcycle of Love.
That's the Motorcycle of Love? I would have never guessed from the lyrics.
You didn't guess that?
Jesus, how many times are you going to say Motorcycle of Love? You had to say it, 40 times in that song?
As many times as it takes to get the point across.
No shit, that was like a bad commercial on the radio.
It was.
Come over to our website at Don Johnson Ford, Don Johnson Ford, Don Johnson Ford.
And ride in your Motorcycle of Love.
Yeah, ride it on your Motorcycle of Love. Just grab your balls and let's get to it.
Right.
I think that's what the lyric was, wasn't it?
Exactly.
That was not a good song. What was that?
Prowler.
Prowler needs to retire. I didn't like that. Did you like that?
No, not at all. But you know what? I'm playing these unsigned bands and just randomly picking stuff.
That's right, I guess. That was not good, though. Prowler, retired. Delete it off the hard drive.
All right. Well, it's time to get into some teachers banging out the kids.
All right.
This has become a very popular segment here on the show.
It has.
People love this stuff.
They do.
The morbid curiosity of it all.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get to it.
All right.
Is that gum in your mouth, Donnie?
No.
You have a little crush on me?
No. Yeah. I don't know what I'm supposed to say right now.
You know, I've been watching you all year, Donnie. When you hit that shot to beat Fairfield and you were jumping up and down in your little Larry Bird short shorts and sweating like a jar of pickles in the hot sun. God, that was so hot.
Is this really happening?
This is happening. It's happening right now in my office.
Okay, awesome. So I'm totally in. How do you want to do it? Because I made sex before lots of ways. So you want to go straight to hand jobs or eating me out or taking me from behind?
I'll teach you.
I'm a virgin.
All right. Well, we'll get into a story here that doesn't necessarily involve banging kids right away.
Okay.
I will lead up to that.
All right.
But this was submitted to us, and you will die of horror.
Okay.
As soon as one of our fans find the photo, as soon as I start reading this.
Okay.
You will just look at this and go, ugh!
So before even hearing it, should I say life?
Yes.
Or death?
Probably death.
Death penalty. All right.
A teacher is arrested for stapling a loudmouth student's lips shut.
It gets points for that. Was it David Hogg?
No, it was not.
Damn it. All right.
Springfield, Missouri, a 61-year-old high school teacher was arrested this morning after she allegedly assaulted a student with a stapler in order to keep his mouth shut. According to witnesses at the Central High School, Dorothy Franzen, Fransen, was furious after one of her students, 17-year-old Jeremy Dunlop, kept interrupting her class and making jokes about her physical appearance.
Holy smoke. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, that. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. That's on a different level. I hate to tell you. I mean, that's definitely... The first thought that I got.
Well, wait a minute! Don't tell us your first thought or your initial thoughts.
Initial reaction. All right.
Until you hear this.
All right, let's hear.
It's time for sentencing from Judge Akin.
right. Let's have a ruling on this one. After careful consideration of the facts.
Yes.
And the facts being these photos of this woman. And I use that term very loosely.
Right.
My initial reaction would be death penalty, because that is absolutely scary. But I'm going to give her lifetime probation.
Wow.
And I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
Because I love the punishment. I love that some wise-ass kid got his mouth stapled shut. So I'm going to give her lifetime probation. She can't fuck up at all. But I do love what she did.
Okay.
Lifetime probation for this fucking hag.
All right.
She's really ugly.
Yes. She reportedly tackled the young man and held him on the ground while stapling his lips more than 45 times.
All right, now here's your choice. A really good-looking transgender man that's tranning to a woman, or Dorothy here.
It doesn't matter. If it's a dude, I'm not fucking it.
So Dorothy.
Dorothy's going to get cock.
Yeah. Oof, my goodness. Dorothy. Wow. Did you say that she's a Mrs. or a Miss?
According to witnesses, Dorothy Franza, it doesn't say.
Okay.
Amanda Jones, one of the victim's classmates who witnessed the whole incident, said the teacher completely lost it after the young man made jokes about her weight.
Okay.
She was just enraged. She yelled, "This will shut you up, you little fucker."
Wow.
And just jumped on him, and she held him down, and then she began stapling his lips over and over and over again.
She called him a little fucker?
That's exactly word for word is what I'm reading here.
Come on, I'm not buying this story.
Well, that's what it said.
Oh, my goodness.
Another witness, Justin Reynolds, said he tried to help his classmate but was kicked by the infuriated teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to pull her off of Jeremy, and the first time she violently pushed me away. When I tried again, she kicked me in the guts with her high heels.
Wow.
Fortunately, 2 officers of the Springfield, Missouri Police Department were already on the site, and Miss Franzen, Ms. MS,
Ms. Oh, so they don't tell us.
was arrested less than 5 minutes after beginning of the assault.
Okay.
Ms. Franzen now faces a total of 21 criminal charges, including 5 charges of aggravated assault, and could now face up to 110 years in jail.
Oh, stop it. She's not going to get 110 years in jail for
Well, you just gave her probation for life.
Well, yeah. Well, that's on the Judge Akin rules.
Right. Well, that's all that matters.
That's all that should matter. Give her probation.
Her lawyer, Robert Monroe, said her violent reaction was due to the fact that she was being harassed.
Mm-hmm.
Why, is she transgender?
Yeah, well, apparently must be.
Because
you can't really tell from looking at her.
Yeah, because only transgender people get harassed in school.
Now, if you saw her, though, wouldn't you think, yeah, she's a transgender?
Yeah, well, I would say there's something going on there for sure.
Wouldn't you say that used to be a guy? Might still be?
Could be.
Ooh.
Mr. Monroe claims that Miss Franzen is in fact the victim of this story and that she temporarily lost contact with reality as a result of the harassment. She is expected to appear in court in May, but her lawyer has already announced that she would plead not guilty.
All right. Wow. Now, her plea is good enough for me.
Okay.
Lifetime probation.
All right.
And she's not allowed near a staple gun again.
All right. Here's a teacher story.
All right.
An ex-high school teacher, 37,
all right,
had a baby with a teenage student who lived in her house.
What? The teenage student lives with her?
Yeah, it isn't her kid or anything. She is like a foster mom.
Did she used to teach this kid?
Yes.
So she used to teach this kid. Now she fucks this kid?
Yes.
Wow.
And this didn't happen too far from where you live.
All right.
A former high school teacher in Ohio has pleaded guilty to sexual battery charges years after she gave birth to her teenage student's baby.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Prosecutors said that Laura Lynn Cross, LauraLynnCross, 37, and the then 16-year-old boy became sexually involved while he was a student at Akron Buchtel High School.
Oh, wow. That is right down the street.
Where Cross taught. She was reportedly an 8th grade English teacher.
Well, looking at the before and afters of when she was 20, whatever, when she was fucking this kid.
Well, she was 37.
No, she's 37 now.
Prosecutor said that Laura Lynn 37, and then, so she was younger, yes.
She was like 24. I'm looking at a before and after.
Okay.
And if this is accurate, I'm ready to give a ruling.
Well, let me finish the story.
All right.
Because there might be extenuating circumstances here that might be taken into an account before you give your stern ruling.
All right.
Anyway, she, in court on Friday, Cross pleaded guilty to 3 counts of felony sexual battery. She will be sentenced on May 24th, unless she's sentenced here by Judge Akin on the Classic Metal Show.
Okay.
By the Summit County Common Pleas judge, who has been presiding over the case. She faces up to 21 years in prison. An attorney for Cross did not immediately return comment. The school district where she used to work did not have a comment. According to authorities, the nature of the relationship between Cross and the victim changed in 2015. Now, this wasn't that long ago, so she was only 30. She's 37 now, so that was 3 years ago.
It can't be 3 years ago. She's got a teen kid.
It didn't say teen.
Yes, it did.
No, the kid is a teen.
Oh, I thought her baby was a teen.
No. It said years after, so the kid is like 3 years old.
All right. Well, that makes a world of difference.
That's what I'm saying. So it said, now listen to this. According to authorities, the nature of the relationship between Cross and the victim changed in 2015.
Okay.
Just 3 years ago.
Right.
When Cross resigned from the school and asked the boy's mother to allow her to become his foster parent. She told the boy's mom that she wanted to mentor him.
All right.
So she was mentoring him in the ways of pussy.
Right.
Cross became the teen's legal guardian, was granted partial custody according to the court records. She moved the boy into her home.
Right.
So she had a personal fuck toy.
Right. Perfect. I mean, that's terrible.
Then in June of 2015, which it's literally only been 2 years and 9 months?
Mm-hmm.
The boy's mother started to suspect that something was going on between her son and Cross.
Yeah, no shit.
She filed a police complaint about the affair that month and subsequently contacted the district attorney's office, but no charges were filed at the time, and the boy continued to live with Cross. She delivered his baby in December of 2015, and the boy was 17 at that time.
Okay.
Charges were filed against Cross in August of 2017 after a tipster called the teen's father and told him about the baby. The father called his son, who was then 19, and he taped his son confessing to having a relationship with Cross, then forwarded the recording to the police.
Now, here's my question. If he's got a mother and a father, why did he need a foster parent?
Well, I don't know. Maybe they had a bad home situation or something.
So then why would they trust these fucking two yahoos to fucking send her to jail? If they were so bad that the kid couldn't live with them, and he was getting some extra perks living with her, what's the problem?
Yeah. First of all, she's a school teacher, the teen's father told WEWS in 2017. In other words, my son's getting some and I'm not.
Yeah.
To get aroused by a child, basically, you have to be sick. The kid was a teenager.
Yeah, he was
a young man.
And she doesn't look terrible.
It was straight failure from the system. The father continued on, from the school and definitely from the police. He got no one to blame but his mother.
Yeah.
She's the one who turned over custody to this lady.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, that's what happened here.
It's time for sentencing from Judge Akin.
All right, well, she's going to do, in my court, she's going to do 2 years of time. And I'm going to give my reasons why.
Okay.
My initial reaction was to give her 5 years of time.
Okay.
Because waking up to her without makeup is absolutely a fucking horrific event that will traumatize a child. Now, when she's made up, she looks okay. So we take some years off for that. And from this one picture where I can't really find a good picture of if she has good tits or not, but I found one picture that seems okay. And it seems like she has a nice, good rack.
Okay.
Not big or anything, but like
Solid.
a strong B cup.
Right.
But not saggy, like top taut, I guess.
Okay.
So because of that, I'm going to give her 2 years, and I'm going to give the father life in prison without the possibility of parole. He gets no help. He gets sentenced and throw away the fucking key. Dad needs to go, and mom too, if she was involved in reporting this. This is one of them. If you're such a bad fucking parent that the court rules that you need a foster kid or a foster parent, you don't get to have a judgment on him fucking his foster parent. Sorry, but you don't. So father, life in prison, no possibility of parole. I give her 2 years, and maybe she could work off a little of that time if she wants to.
All right.
That is my ruling.
All right. Fair enough. Judge Akin has ruled.
Thank you.
All right. Another one here. I think you might be familiar with this case. You may have already looked through the briefs.
All right.
But since this was not brought to light on the show,
okay,
we will bring it to the fans so you can rule.
All right.
In a live setting.
Sounds good.
A teacher allegedly performed oral sex on a 13-year-old in a school classroom.
Not guilty. No. Go ahead.
In Goodyear, Arizona, Goodyear police have arrested a teacher for allegedly sexual misconduct of a 13-year-old student.
All right.
Police say 27-year-old Brittany, Brittany, Zamora, Zamora,
yes,
was taken into custody on Wednesday. She was a 6th grade teacher at the Las Brias Academy near 182nd Avenue and Broadway in Goodyear, Arizona. Police say a parent found text messages between Zamora and the male student indicating sexual activity both on and off campus. According to the court records obtained by the Arizona Republic, Zamora allegedly performed oral sex on the teen inside a school classroom and in her car.
Right.
She also is accused of having sex with him on 3 occasions.
Okay.
The text messages found are sexual in nature that allege an ongoing relationship between the two. Curtis said the parents of the 13-year-old alleged victim used an app to monitor his phone.
Okay. Oops.
As a result of the app, which alerted the parents to some key words, they then checked the cell phone and discovered these text messages.
Right.
The parents told the principal about the incident, and the principal called the police.
Mm-hmm.
They froze different screens off the student's phone, said the interim superintendent, speaking of the alleged victim's parents.
Mm-hmm.
We made arrangements for the teacher to come to the school today for a meeting with the principal, and the arrest took place before the meeting could take place.
Right.
So she was ambushed.
Mm-hmm.
The victim said the relationship started in the classroom chat group where she said Zamora started flirting with him, sending him naked pictures of herself.
Right.
How does that happen?
I'd love to find out.
Yes. According to court documents, the victim's father made another report to Buckeye Police on March 22nd, stating that Zamora and her husband were harassing him over the phone. So it always boils down to these young chicks.
Yes.
They're married all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they get married and then they're just like, I need something a little more exciting than this.
Mm-hmm.
The victim's father told the police he received a phone call from Zamora and her husband, pleading with him not to contact the police.
Right.
During that phone call, Zamora's husband got on the phone and told the victim's father that Zamora made a big mistake, but that she loved the kids, the documents state.
Right.
Yeah, she loved the kids all right.
She sure did.
The victim's father told officers that Zamora's husband asked to handle the situation informally and that they should meet up and settle this. The victim's father declined and ended the phone call.
Right.
What do you think? What do you think the guy meant by they should meet up and settle this? You think he was gonna slip him some money or something,
or fuck her, or have her fuck him to not if he didn't press charges?
You think so?
I don't know. I mean, come on.
Yeah, she fucked your kid, but if you want a little of that too.
Yeah, if you won't file charges, she'll suck your dick too.
Right.
Maybe.
I don't know. Documents also mention a second victim who the first victim said witnessed some of the sex acts.
Yeah, nice.
Wow. Police spoke to the second victim who also said that Zamora had showed him naked pictures of herself. Wow, she was proud of her little bod.
I love her. I mean, I haven't rolled yet.
Zamora was booked into the 4th Avenue jail on 2 counts of molestation of a child, 1 count of furnishing harmful materials. What would that be?
The porn, I guess.
And 9 counts of sexual conduct with a minor.
Wow.
There was an automated message, but it didn't say a whole lot. She said she got a recording phone call saying that there was an incident at the school. On the school's website, they posted a brief letter that went home with parents saying that there was a reported an allegation involving a staff member and a student.
Wow.
Just a few weeks ago, a Florida middle school teacher was arrested after police said she had sexual relationship with an 8th grade student. All right.
All right. Do you want a ruling, or you want to play the bumper?
Let's play the bumper. All
right.
Since Judge Akin is going to rule.
All right.
It's time for sentencing from Judge Akin.
Here's the deal with this one. First of all, this case here, this is the OJ trial of the CMS.
Okay.
I got this link no less than 50 times from listeners.
I'm sure you did.
Every listener that likes the Judge Akin segment, I think, sent me this link this week.
Okay. And what do you think was so special about this link?
The girl, she's got, somebody said in the chat room, I agree fully. She's sort of got a young, not. I don't agree with the young part. I agree with it's a slightly after plastic surgery Pam Anderson look to her face.
Okay.
But she's got lips that you just know feel fucking incredible on a dick.
They're DSLs.
They are way DSLs.
Okay.
And further, the one picture with her mouth open, it's very clear that she's one of those tongue cocksuckers that really fucking flicks that tongue all around your dick and tries to wrap it around your dick like a snake.
Okay.
It's just clear from looking at her. She's got pretty hair, and I know that shouldn't matter, but she's got pretty hair, which would look great fucking to grab while she's blowing you.
Right.
She's a straight up whore, which I love. I love the fact that she's sending naked pictures of herself with reckless abandon to more than one student. That just tells me that she's got a whore fetish in her that's deeper than most. And I think, and this is another piece of evidence that you didn't read, but I'm going to point it out as something I discovered during the week. If you look back in the chat a little bit, you'll see the picture of her and her husband allegedly on her wedding day, I'm assuming, right?
Right.
You see that?
Yes.
Please take notice to the fact that his fly is open, which makes me think that she might have sucked his dick right before they came out.
Yeah, before they had their vows.
Yeah. So she clearly loves to suck cock.
Yeah, she loves to suck the dick.
She loves to suck cock. And she's just sharing the beauty and the joy of getting your dick sucked
right.
with younger children. Based on all the evidence that I have, my ruling is 180 days of community service in my chambers.
Okay.
That is my sentence.
All right. Okay.
That's all.
All right. Case dismissed.
Case dismissed.
All right. Moving along.
All right.
New Britain, Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
A former student teacher and assistant track coach for the West Hartford school system is accused of having a sexual relationship with an 18-year-old student.
Okay.
Now, this goes back to that whole gray area.
Yeah.
Where 18-year-old is legal.
18 is legal, but student is not somehow.
Correct.
Power of authority or whatever.
Yeah. Taylor Bonkel, Tayler,
mm-hmm.
Boncal.
Okay, Taylor. Oh. All right. That's the teacher?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
22.
Oh, my goodness. 22.
Was charged with 3 counts of second-degree sexual assault.
Oh, my goodness. I was not aware of this story.
Well, that's why we have the Judge Akin segment.
No kidding.
I mean, you don't have to know about every case on the docket.
Apparently not.
You just need to rule as the facts come in.
All right. Well, let's hear some facts about her. Not that I don't already have enough for a decision.
According to the New Britain police, the arrest stemmed from an investigation that began on January 12th.
Mm-hmm.
Police said she had the sexual relationship with a male student from West Hartford High School. The student is currently a senior. According to the arrest warrant, Bonkel, I guess that's how you say her name, Boncal,
Bonkel, I guess,
was a student teacher at Conard High School who taught social studies for college credit,
mm-hmm.
as well as extracurricular credit.
Right.
She was a student at Central Connecticut State University, and she was also hired as a track coach in December.
Yeah.
She moved fast because she was hired in December, and she was already sucking dick by January.
Okay. I'm not going to leave her ruling yet. I'm still looking at pictures and going, oh my goodness.
Yeah. Conard principal Julio Duarte sent a letter about the arrest home to parents. So they're always sending these letters home.
That's right.
Hey, we had a teacher here was sucking a dick.
Yeah.
Just wanted to let you all know. By the way, so if you have young boys and you don't want their dick sucked, make sure that, you let them know. Hey, if the teacher wants to suck your dick, just tell her no.
Yeah.
The safety and well-being of all students is and will always be my number one priority, the safety.
Mm-hmm.
I know that there have been rumors among students these past weeks. Now that the police action has been concluded,
Right.
I am able to inform you of an incident that I was made aware of between a former student teacher, assistant coach, and a student. Once I received the misconduct complaint, I immediately informed the police and launched an investigation. While I cannot comment on the specifics of the investigation, I can tell you that this person is no longer works at Conrad or Conard.
Conard School.
The incident did not occur on our campus, and I have been working closely with both the New Britain and the West Hartford police departments to ensure that this individual is held accountable for their actions, and she is no longer sucking dicks on campus.
Wow, that's a hell of a statement. I think you might have embellished that a little bit.
Yeah, I think I took a little poetic license there. As educators, we are entrusted to protect and educate all of our students on the ways of a whorish woman.
Shut up. First of all, this teacher, this principal or whatever, you know what? He's saying these words, but in real life, he's like, why wasn't I fucking her?
Yeah, you're probably right about that.
I know I'm right on that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And know that there are certain boundaries that can never be crossed, unless, of course, it was in my office.
Yeah, no shit.
Also, we will not tolerate any behavior that compromises the safety. I like how they always throw safety in there. That means we distributed condoms.
Yeah.
And well-being of our students. I hope you will not let the misconduct of this one individual cast a shadow over all of our staff members who choose not to suck a dick.
Yeah.
And demonstrate their commitment to our students every day.
Yeah.
Bonkel was living in New Britain at the time of the relationship. According to the warrant, the teen told police that the two began exchanging text messages and went on from there.
Yeah.
The student told police that the sex happened in New Britain, where Bonkel had an apartment. He had spoke to two different... Now, here's the thing. This student, he was 18.
Yeah.
This chick was 22.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah. You know, when I was 23, I was dating an 18-year-old chick.
Yeah, well, you would be inappropriate.
Yeah, I guess. He spoke to two officers. However, the amount of time the teen and Bonkel had sex differed. A different story was told to each officer.
Okay.
The victim had admitted that he and Bonkel had sexual intercourse at least 5 times, that the first incident occurred after December 25th. Merry Christmas to me.
Yeah, no shit. Got to unwrap a present.
Right. When police questioned Bonkel, she admitted it. Yeah, he fucked me.
Yeah, hard.
She loved the victim and was emotionally guarded. She was emotional regarding her feelings for him.
Mm-hmm.
She expressed concern for the victim and was worried that he would get in trouble. The West Hartford school system alerted New Britain police of the allegations, and the investigation began. Bonkel then turned herself into police and has since been arraigned in the New Britain Superior Court. Channel 3 spoke to one of the Bonkel students who called the situation sad.
Sad?
Yeah, I didn't get any of that.
I get the only one that should be sad is that 18-year-old that's not banging this fucking 9.5.
Really? I do feel bad because I knew this person before and she seemed like a nice person, but she made a mistake.
Seems nice enough to me.
She posted a $20,000 bond and is due back in court in March.
Wow.
So Bonkel got bonked.
Yeah. All right. Give me...
It's time for sentencing from Judge Akin.
All right, let's carefully review the facts here, dude. One, outside of needing a little bit more tit meat, she is exactly my type. I love the green eyes. She's got fucking beautiful lips. She's got a rockin' fucking body.
Well, how does she compare to the previous sentencee?
Oh, Brittany?
Yes.
She's way, way better than Brittany.
Really? Okay.
Oh yeah. This is if I had a type, that's her. Put C cups on her instead of these A's, and we're talking fucking 10 out of 10 perfect for me. Little tiny bit of weight on her. You know, not so skinny that she looks fucking gross. Dirty fucking whore. Love that. Absolutely love that she's a whore. And she's proud of it. I love the fact that the police came to her and said, "Did you fuck this student?" She said, "Yeah, I did." So yeah, she's a 9.5 in my world.
All right.
And if her tits were a little bigger, she'd be a perfect 10. So looks wise, she's a 9.5. I'll never vote. I will never rule guilty for anybody that's fucking an 18-year-old student. I don't give a fuck if it's a student or not. She's 22, he's 18. That's just dating.
That's just fair game.
That's just dating. End of story. So my ruling, I think, for this is that I am sentencing her to be the tutor of my next teenage son. That is my ruling. She needs to be the tutor of my next teenage son. That's what she gets. She gets no time. She gets we already awarded a key to the city. What else could we make her? Could we make her the ambassador or the what can we make her? The education czar for the government?
Sure.
I think she should be the education czar for the government. She's that good. I like me some Taylor Bonkel.
Okay.
Not guilty on all charges.
All right. All charges will be dropped.
Thank you. She needs to walk out of this courtroom a free woman. Free to suck the judge's cock.
All right. I have one very short one, and we'll call it a night.
All right, cool.
Volusia County, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
A 26-year-old former middle school teacher in Florida is accused of having sex with a 14-year-old student.
All right.
Former New Smyrna Beach middle school teacher Stephanie, Stephanie
Okay.
Peterson, Peterson, was arrested on Wednesday after the teen told his parents about their alleged relationship, which began in November.
We did this girl already.
Did we?
Yeah, with the fish.
Okay.
We did this girl.
Okay, because this has a fairly recent date on it, so.
No, we did this girl because she's got the bikini that's got like the fucking muscle line right next to it.
Okay.
I remember her well.
All right.
I think she's the one I gave the key to the city to.
Okay.
But I'll tell you what, after further review, now that I've seen, what's her name, Taylor Bonkel, she might have to do an ounce of time. She's not as hot as Taylor Bonkel.
Okay.
And since Taylor Bonkel's a little bit hotter, yeah, I think she might have to do, I'm going to say 45 minutes of time.
All right.
I don't know what she did. I don't remember what she did, but she's doing 45 minutes of hard time.
Sure. All right. Well, since that story was a bust.
All right, let's do another one.
Let's do one that is not teacher related.
Okay.
But sexual related.
All right. Well, we can still judge her.
You will definitely. I have a feel. I don't know what your ruling will be on this one.
Okay.
But I know it's not going to be kind.
All right.
A woman in a romantic relationship with her brother.
Oh, no. Her real brother?
Well, it says her brother. I don't know if it's the real brother.
It's not like a porn brother?
No.
Right.
is charged after giving birth.
Oh, wow. All right.
Florida, of course, Florida. A Florida woman reportedly in a romantic sexual relationship with her brother was charged after giving birth to his baby.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
All right. Here's her name.
All right.
Pauline, Pauline,
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth Martin, Martin, 33, told investigators she and her brother were living as a couple in Groveland.
Wait a minute, is that Jennifer? Oh, all right. Jesus, dude. Dude, you're going to make me reinstate capital punishment. Jesus fucking Christ.
This is Florida, after all.
My goodness. All right. Go ahead. What did she do?
Well, she and her brother were living together as a couple in Groveland, Florida, when she became pregnant with his child.
All right.
Authorities said they began the investigation of the woman who is a McDonald's cashier.
Wow. Well, she's got the good job working for her.
After the baby was born November 21st with severe medical problems.
Gee, you think?
I can't even imagine how that could have possibly happened.
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
Just
looking at her, it looks like she has severe medical problems.
The newborn was immediately transferred to get specialized care at Winnie Palmer Hospital for Children in Orlando, where genetic testing revealed the parents were related.
They couldn't figure out why her head was fucking wedged into her fucking under her arm. What the fuck?
Neither parent completed the information on the baby's birth certificate.
Ugh.
Deputies interviewed the mom at her workplace last week in Leesburg, and she allegedly admitted she had been romantically involved with her brother for the past 5 years.
Look at that picture Eddie Rocks put her in there with that fucking tooth that looks like it was put in after the fact.
Yep.
Oh, my God. Really? I got a feeling that her father is also her mother's brother. Jesus. Her baby is like fourth generation, family fucking. My God. All right, go ahead.
The siblings reportedly had sex March 21st.
Okay.
Which was basically 10 days ago.
Oh, so they were, even after having a fucked up baby, they kept fucking?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
She said she was going to end their relationship with her brother because she knows it's wrong.
What does that mean? Not going to fucking Thanksgiving together?
I guess. Martin was arrested Friday on charges of incest and resisting without violence. According to the court, she is released the following day from the Lake County jail on $3,000 bond. The mom is next scheduled to appear in court on April 16th. Officials said that they plan to speak to her brother, but they have been able to track him down. It's like, I'm out of here. Fuck that.
Either that or he's fucking enrolled in a Down syndrome class somewhere.
Yep. So here we go.
It's time for sentencing from Judge Akin.
Would it be cruel and unusual punishment for me to bury her up to her neck and just hit her in the head with a golf club until she died? I mean, would that be too much in my ruling? She's horrible. Everything about this story is horrible. She's horrible. I can't imagine what the guy looks like. Further, they made a kid that's going to be fucked up for its entire life. How can I give her anything but, a life sentence of getting hit with a nail gun at least twice a day? This is like the worst story in the history of the show. I sentence her to death, my friend. Death.
All right.
Death, and a slow, painful one at that.
Oh, okay.
My God. That is... Ugh. There's not one redeeming quality there. There's not a redeeming quality in the... Even her eyes are fucked up.
She could have been an incest child for all you know.
I'm debating whether maybe that's the baby. Maybe that's not the mother. Maybe that's the kid. Because she's all fucked up looking. And look at those teeth. She could become a millionaire as a spokesman, as a before for a Colgate commercial. Jesus Christ, she's horrible, dude. Ugh. Just ugh. Nah. Guilty. All charges, death. Death penalty. And for God's sakes, cremate the body. So that there's no evidence that it ever existed. Yeah, that's frightening, man. And now the baby's fucked up for life, right?
That's right. They said it suffered some genetic problems.
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. Born with 2 spines and 3 hearts. Fucked up kid. That's so it could love some more. Yeah, death penalty on that one, dude. That's my ruling.
All right.
Definite death penalty. Fuck that.
So we end the show on a high note.
Oh, yeah.
Someone gets the chair.
That's right. She gets the chair, all right. Gets hit in the head with it first. Jesus Christ. I like Nathan popping in the guilty or not guilty verdict with every ruling I make. Oh, man. That's funny. All right. There you go. Court is adjourned.
That's it. All right. That's your show for your Easter Sunday.
There you go.
Great way to worship the Lord. Making a mockery of our existence.
Just a mess.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
All right. Well, we're going to get out of here. We want to thank our friend Eric Braverman for an interesting, way out of touch hour, and of course all the Classic Metal Show fans who tune in every week and download the podcast and all that good stuff.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody, enjoy your Easter Sunday, whatever it is that you choose to do. We will be back next Saturday. We'll do this thing all over again.
All right.
So I'm going to leave you with some Shadow Bane.
All right.
And I think this is an appropriate song. This is called After the Fallout.
All right.
So until next Saturday night, this is Neely along with my very good friend
Chris Akin.
And we are gone.
Bye, kids.